What is going on? I am super excited. Guys, I want to walk you through the three-pronged approach for coaches and course creators to scale from anywhere from 5 to 10K a month to 20K a month and beyond. And so we're going to go through here. I want to walk you through the process. First off, let's just get who this is for. So this trains me walking you through our three-pronged approach that we've used in our business. It's taking our coaching / course business from 5 to 10K a month to now where we're doing at least 35K a month over and over and over again, consistently. And so I want to walk you through the process, right? What are the three different approaches that we use to do this? And I want to give you as much value as I can. And as a part of that, if you stick around towards the end of this, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to give away our briefing. It is I believe a 7 or 9 page PDF document that walks through a lot of the actual client attraction methods that we use. Like what are the marketing and approaches we use to actually get clients. So I want to offer that to you. If you're interested, if you want to, if you stick around at the end, I will have this here for you to download. So that's your reward for sticking through this and watching this. And I want to just briefly touch on kind of why we're here, why like it's worth listening to us. We don't like to waste people's time, and we don't like our time wasted. So I just want you to know this is contextual for you. Give you a little bit of like the path here of how we've been able to make this happen. So I am on the right. I'm the bald one. My name's Will, and this is my business partner, Alex. We're both physical therapists by trade, and we knew really early on we weren't going to do well as 9-to-5 clinicians. So we actually started dabbling into marketing while we were in school. We actually started a done-for-you agency doing Facebook ads for physical therapy practices because that's who we knew. We did the one-on-one agency route. We got drained, and this might be like you, where you're getting maxed out on one-to-one clients. We got really drained doing the client fulfillment work. And so out of need, we pivoted to a hybrid group coaching course model where we taught our systems instead of did it for the people, did it for the people that were in our world. And we realized after that, we went and had a multi-6-figure launch of our programs. And we realized like teaching ads just wasn't our like jam. We use ads. We love ads. We're really good at running ads, but it's just not what we love to teach. Entrepreneurship is what we like to teach. And more importantly, how do you get clients and grow your own coaching business to give you freedom? So we pivoted to doing one-on-one coaching where we're just helping healthcare providers create their own online coaching and course businesses. We've gone on to help over 13 clients create over 6 figures in their own online income businesses in the last 18 months alone. And one hit the 2 Comma Club Award a year ago. And we were lucky enough to go on stage. It was awesome. And then we're actually on pace to hit our 5th 6-figure online program here in the beginning of 2021. So we know quite a bit about this stuff, and we currently run a group coaching program. We're able to scale. It's been amazing. And so I just want to show you inside of what has worked for us. And we kind of look back over the last 3 years and we realized there have been 3 core pillars that have been pivotal in scaling our coaching and course businesses. And so I want to walk you through those things. Here are the 3 pillars. We have personal brand, we have community, and we have event campaigns. And over the course of the next few minutes, I'm going to walk you through each one of these, of how these work and why they're so important. But this is the 3-pronged approach that we use. We use a combination of our personal brand, personal brand, community, and then event campaigns. And if you're wondering, well, I think I know a little bit about each of those, I'm going to walk you through them. We're going to dive in. And so let's hear, when we get started, hopefully you've become aware of this. If you haven't and you're doing a coaching or course business, relying on word-of-mouth referrals is the death of most coaching course businesses because it's not one, it's not predictable, and 2, it's super difficult to scale because you don't know when that next referral is going to come from. And so we need to create a more predictable way of attracting clients and a model to be able to actually scale the offer that we have. And so if that's you and you're like, hey, I'm doing really well. I'm getting some people coming in from a few different like power referral people. We call them like power partners, and they're coming in. That's great. But like, if that were to go away tomorrow, I wouldn't be able to get more business. Or, hey, I'm getting these referrals, but I'm maxed out. I literally can't take on more because I'm maxed out in my time. So we want to show you the 3-pronged approach and why you need to be implementing this into your coaching course business immediately if you want to be growing. For a few of you, you might be watching this and you might be like, hey, this is review. You know this. If that's you, awesome. Just know, take away from this, like you're doing the great stuff. You're doing the right things. and you're maximizing your time and energy, which is awesome. But this is for you if you're somewhere like at that 5K a month, maybe 10K a month in your coaching or course business, and you're like, I don't know how to hit that next ceiling. What do I need to be doing? We're going to walk you through the three-pronged approach. So number one in the pillar is personal brand. And I took this quote from Tom Peters. I just thought it was really important. It said, all of us need to understand the importance of branding. We are CEOs of our own companies. Me, Inc. To be in business today, our most important job is to be the head marketer for the brand called you. And I want to ask you, are you the face of your brand? Are you the face of your business? Are you the head marketer of your company? Are you getting out there and talking to the world about what it is that you do and the services that you have to offer? And so it leads us to the question of like, how do you go and create a personal brand that's going to attract dream customers on demand, even if you don't have industry credibility or notoriety? And the answer is you're going to have to build it, right? Like I don't have a cheat sheet. I don't have a cheat code. There's not one ad that's going to crack the like code open. There are guys and girls who've absolutely gotten, made it happen, gotten lucky. But the reality is most of us, we have to build it, right? And we just want to talk about the two places that we have done this. And we've really done it through one. And we want to talk about the second one, the two best places that we see in 2020 and 2021, where you can build your personal brand. And it's your Facebook personal profile. You can have 5,000 friends on Facebook, or it's your LinkedIn personal profile. LinkedIn, you can have 20,000 connections before they won't let you have more connections. And both of these, once you hit those max, like that max limit, then people can just follow you, right? They just don't become friends, but they follow you. The best way to build your personal brand in 2020 or 2021 is to build your list of dream clients and customers through one of these channels. Now, I highly recommend if you are in the B2B space that you look at LinkedIn. If you are in the B2C, like one-on-one with clients, that you want to look at looking at Facebook for your personal profile. Now, why do we say personal profile? Why not build a page? Well, if you're here, the reality is Facebook and LinkedIn are pay-to-play environments now. Meaning you can't just have a business page and start posting on it and people like it and they're going to see your content. It's just not how it works. And the world today for your personal brand is about content being seen, about your content, getting eyeballs on it and moving people into eventually your sales process. And the greatest place to do this is it's free, your Facebook personal profile. You're going to make friends with your ideal prospects and customers. LinkedIn, same thing. We recommend you choose one and you master it, right? Don't try to be everywhere all at once. You want to focus and really choose one, and you want to double down on the one that you choose. So how do you do this? How do you create content for authority and attraction? Well, what we recommend is you're going to post 3 to 5 times per week on your main channel. So it's for you either Facebook or it's LinkedIn. And we have a sort of a triangle approach here of how we do content. That's a combination of documenting your journey, of establishing authority in your space with the people that are becoming your friends or connections, and then connecting with them on a human level. So what does that mean? Documenting as in, what are you actually doing in your business? So right now it might be that I might get my phone out and start talking about, hey, I'm doing a webinar training, a free training for people in our community on how to build your personal brand, community, and event campaigns. I might document it like that's literally what I'm doing in my business and letting people into my world. 2 would be authority, right? Like content like this, showing people the actual path that I know what I'm talking about, helping people, sharing testimonials of people getting results, right? Your case studies that you have would be great. And then connection, meaning, are you an actual human that's just not about your business, right? Do you share in your life your personal feelings, like the way that you view the world, right? Because those are things that draw people in. And so many people get stuck on the authority. All they want to do is talk about how they're an expert, teach, and they lose sight of the documenting and connection piece. And when you add those 2 in with authority, it amplifies people wanting to work with you and being attracted to you. And this is all about attraction, right? Like how do you attract clients? And so that's what you want to do. That's our 3-pronged approach. You want to include documentation, authority, and connection when it comes to building your personal brand. Number 2 is community. So we look at where are we going to congregate these people who are coming into our world? And so I took this quote from Russell Brunson. If you don't know Russell Brunson, he's an amazing entrepreneur, founder of ClickFunnels. He said, they think that as long as they build the best product or service, people will just show up to buy it. And sort of like about a naive entrepreneur or naive business owners, like, hey, if they build it, people will come. And the reality is you need to build a group of people and your products and services will arrive to them. I say it again, you need to build a group of people and your products and services will arrive for them based on what they tell you that they're struggling with or need, right? And so the best place to do that is in a community. And as we're filming this, it's COVID, COVID is going on still, and it's really hard to go outside. So how do we build a community? How are we going to be able to create like a group of engaged and ideal prospects and buyers that are geeking out about the same things that we talk about with what we coach on and what we create our courses for? Like, how do we do that? And the reality is you want to host the party, right? If you think about who is one of the most popular people in school, when you're growing up, who do you want to be with? It's the person who can unite people. So like if you have the house for the party, people want to go there. People want to be your friend. People want to work with you. They want to know you because you're the place where people hang out. And by far and away, hands down, in 2021, the best place to build an online community is a Facebook group. If you do not have a Facebook group right now for your coaching or course-related products or business, you are missing out on a gold mine of opportunity to create clients, customers, and engage prospects within weeks. I mean, it's been game-changing for our business. Almost the entirety of the multi-six figures we've built over the last 2 years in our business has come off the back of one Facebook group and our personal brand. Those two things. It's where we've congregated people, our personal brand. So Facebook personal profile and Facebook group are the two places that we have united people to then offer our products and services to. So Facebook group, right? How do you do this in a Facebook group? How do you have success? Well, one, you have to create one if you don't have one. If you already have one, you might be missing out on the opportunity here to take advantage of this community that you have. And number one is authority. So yes, you need to teach, right? You don't want to overteach, but like once a week going in and teaching something, actually being a leader of the group. Two, creating space for dialogue. You don't really, no one wants to go to a group where it's just you, right? They want to have a say. They want discussion. They want to have the ability to ask questions and give their input and have feedback, right? That's the whole point of a community. Otherwise, it's like a one-way street. No one wants to do that. And then lastly is having calls to action. So like, where do you want people to go to? Do you want them to raise their hand and identify themselves of where they're at in their business, right? And this call to action might even be just sending them a direct message and introducing yourself. Like these are the kinds of calls to actions that we need to have. So for Facebook group, you need to be doing authority. Really just like once a week is enough. You want to be creating discussion. So asking questions that creates conversation. And then three, having calls to action. How do you move people forward in the process of having them identify themselves and being able to start a conversation with them? And then lastly, event campaigns. And I couldn't find a perfect quote for this, but I just thought this was interesting from Richard Attenborough, who was a British director, who said, in other words, if you, for the cost of promoting movies, the advertising and promotion of a movie, the budget is almost as large as the cost of the movie. As in the promoting of the actual thing was equally as important as the actual thing itself. And so that's why we have what we call event campaigns. With event campaigns, you might be like, well, what is that? So we got to ask, how do we give people that already know us or are getting into our world an opportunity to get excited about what we have to offer to buy from us? And so what you need to do is we need to create a valuable event that leads into a one-to-many sales opportunity, right? One-on-one is great, but when you can create, you're getting this list of people, right? We want to invite them to an event where you can sell your services to all of them at once. And the reality is in today, at 2020, 2021, still the best opportunity is doing live webinars. If you've been in this world for a while, been in this game, you're like, oh, webinars, I've seen so many of them. I am telling you, we have done 3 six-figure product launches in the last 2 years, primarily through webinar as the primary channel of selling them, right? So we got our people through a Facebook profile and then into a group. We then invited them to webinars, and we have sold 3 six-figure product launches off the back of webinars, live webinars, actually hosting live webinars. So you have to look at how do you run a live webinar? Like how are you going to have one of these events? And here's the deal. Yes, there's tech involved, but it's not as crazy as it has to be. And the key thing is once you get people to show up, there are 3 things you need to do on your webinar. You need to connect with them, let them know that you're human, talk with them, express who you are, identify people, make sure they're in the right place, just like you were hosting a normal event. 2, you need to teach, right? You want people to leave going, wow, even if I don't want to move forward and work with them or buy from them, that was still some of the best training I've gotten in the last year, right? Like it was one of the best uses of an hour of my time or an hour and a half of my time, whatever it's going to be for you. Then at the end, you need to offer your services. And it doesn't mean you need to be like, here's the link, go buy. It means you need to give people an opportunity to move forward in your sales process. If you don't do this last piece, you are doing a presentation. It's the difference between a presentation and a webinar is that you give someone the opportunity to move forward in your sales process. So with those, right? Connect, teach, and sell in your live webinars. Here's the reality, right? Like each one of these alone is super powerful, and you can build an entire business off the back of any single one of these. However, when we put these together, you can absolutely explode your business, right? So for us, literally everything that we've done to get our business to almost 7 figures, we'll be crossing 7 figures here in the beginning of 2021 with just 2 of us. We don't have a team. We don't even have like VAs. We don't even have like, we have one content manager who helps us put content, like distribute our content, but it's just 2 of us. And we're about to cross 7 figures in a matter of 2.5 years running our business, just the 2 of us, which has been crazy, all through coaching and courses and a little bit of done for you agency. We do it through these 3 things: personal brand, into community, into event campaigns. So I really hope this was helpful. I really wanted to let you know, like, make sure that you're doing those 3 things. Let's just to recap, right? We've got personal brand, community, and event campaigns. And if you're struggling with any of these, we want to invite you to get on a growth call with us if you want. So if you're doing 5K or more a month in your coaching or course business, and really if you're struggling with one of 2 things: one, you're doing 5K a month or more and you're like, I need more clients. I just don't have a solid approach to getting clients. And I see how I need to have these 3 steps in. I'm missing something. I'd love to sit down and chat with you. Or 2, like I'm maxed out one-on-one. I don't know how to go from one-on-one to group. And like, I'm really struggling with that. We would love to get on a call with you. Now, I just want to let you know, like, yes, we do have a program to offer, and if it makes sense, but we are like not high pressure people. We are low pressure, not even pressure. We really want to make sure it's a good fit for you. We do what's called consultative assessments, where like, hey, where are you at now? Like, where are you trying to get to? Is what we offer even helpful? If it's not, what we're going to do is spend 45 minutes, 30 to 45 minutes, actually just sitting down with your business, analyzing it, and letting you know the next best steps for you, whether that's working with us or not. If it is, we'd love to work with you, love to help you. But the best thing that you can do right now is, if that's you and you're realizing that you need help with one of these, just go ahead and schedule a business growth call. And Alex or I will get on the call with you, and we're going to break down. We've got like a whole audit process that we go through. We'll figure out where you're at, and if we can help you, great, we'll work together. And if not, we'll come up with a game plan for you. Hope this is helpful, and we'll catch you guys on a business growth call if it makes sense for you.